It was 5 a.m., still shrouded in darkness, at the Pulluru Interstate Toll Plaza. A routine highway patrol stop. Just another car with 4 men inside. But the officers felt it were nervous energy, an anxious tension that screamed guilt. They had no idea this one traffic stop was about to blow open a chilling murder conspiracy. Inside that car were the masterminds and the hired killers, trying to escape. Their confessions would unravel a plot so twisted, so cold-blooded, it would lead investigators to the last person anyone would suspect, the victim's own wife. This is the story of Ganta Tejeshwar, a 32-year-old land surveyor in Telangana, India. A man who saw the world in clear, predictable lines, about to be blindsided by a betrayal far beyond any map. While he was busy defining property boundaries, his wife and her lover were meticulously mapping out his brutal murder. This love triangle, entangled in family secrets and chilling greed, culminated in a deadly trap on a deserted highway, a brutal killing, and a police chase that would shock the entire nation. Just 1 month before, on 18th May 2025, Ganta Tejeshwar had married 23-year-old Aishwarya. To the world, they were a new couple, embarking on a life together. But in truth, their marriage was fractured before it even began. Their engagement was first arranged in December 2024, with the wedding planned for February. But days before the ceremony, Aishwarya vanished. Tejeshwar's family, bewildered and concerned, called off the wedding. When she finally reappeared, claiming vague, money problems, she managed to convince Tejeshwar's family to give her another chance. They remarried in May, but the seed of distrust had already been firmly planted. Right away, Tejeshwar became suspicious. Aishwarya was constantly glued to her phone, whispering in secret conversations with an unknown man. When Tejeshwar pressed her family for answers, they dismissed his worries. But his instincts screamed danger. He was right. The man on the phone was no mere friend. He was the architect of Tejeshwar's impending death. The man on the phone was 35-year-old Thirumal Rao, a manager at a housing finance company and Aishwarya's illicit lover. Their affair had blossomed long before Aishwarya ever met Tejeshwar. Her family, desperate to end the scandal, had pushed her into the marriage, hoping it would deter the lovers. Instead, for Aishwarya and Rao, the wedding became an obstacle they were determined to eliminate. As police delved deeper, they unearthed a secret so disturbing, it sent shivers down their spines. Before Thirumal Rao became Aishwarya's lover, he had been deeply involved with her mother, Sujata. Sujata, a sweeper where Rao worked, had initially received financial help from him, and their relationship had tragically crossed into personal territory. Then, Rao's affections chillingly shifted from the mother to the daughter. Sujata not only knew about her daughter's affair with her own former lover, but shockingly, she was also aware of the sinister plot to murder her son-in-law. She did not participate in the killing, but she did absolutely nothing to stop it. For Aishwarya and Rao, Tejeshwar's presence became unbearable, a constant barrier to their forbidden romance. They decided the only path to being together was to orchestrate his murder. They even booked tickets, planning to flee to Ladakh immediately after the deed was done. Thirumal Rao, the cold, calculating bank manager, meticulously planned the entire operation. He approached a man named Kummari Nagesh and offered him a substantial sum to eliminate Tejeshwar. Nagesh readily agreed and recruited 2 more men, Chakli Parshurmudu and Chakli Raju, forming the 3-man hit squad. The chilling price for Tejeshwar's life was set at 3.5 lakh rupees. The planning was disturbingly detailed. Rao ordered a GPS tracker online, which the killers covertly attached to Tejeshwar's motorcycle to monitor his every movement. They also hired a local man named Jagan to act as an informer, providing real-time updates on Tejeshwar's location. The team spent weeks studying him. The killers, Nagesh, Parshurmudu, and Raju cunningly befriended Tejeshwar, posing as clients interested in buying land. All the while, they were searching for the perfect moment to strike. Aishwarya was an active and willing participant in this dark scheme. Police found that she would often encourage Tejeshwar to take her on his bike to a nearby town, deliberately creating opportunities for the hired killers to stage an attack. The twisted couple even discussed other murder cases reported in the news, trying to learn from the mistakes of other criminals to ensure their plan was foolproof. After a few failed attempts, they finally set the date, 17th June. On the morning of 17th June, the killers called Tejeshwar, luring him out under the guise of a lucrative land deal in Kurnool. Tejeshwar, trusting the men he believed were his clients, got into their rented car, taking the front passenger seat. It was the last decision he would ever make. As they drove, the friendly facade shattered. The attack was sudden and savagely brutal. From the back seat, one of the men lunged. Inside the moving vehicle, Tejeshwar was repeatedly struck over the head with a hunting knife, his throat was viciously slit, and he was stabbed many times. To ensure his death, they also strangled him. After the horrific murder, Thirumal Rao, the mastermind, met with the killers. In a chilling final act, they showed him Tejeshwar's lifeless body in person to confirm that the job was unequivocally done. Following Rao's cold directions, they drove to a quiet, secluded spot on the Panyam Ghat road and dumped Tejeshwar's body into a canal. They then threw his phones into the Krishna River and bought new clothes, desperate to erase any traces of blood. Rao paid them an advance of 2 lakh rupees on the spot. They truly believed they had committed the perfect crime. But their meticulously planned crime began to unravel almost instantly. When Tejeshwar failed to return home, his worried brother, Tejwardhan, filed a missing persons report on 18th June. Police immediately launched their investigation, poring over CCTV footage near Tejeshwar's home. It clearly showed him getting into a car with 3 men he appeared to know, undeniable evidence he hadn't been abducted by strangers. 4 days later, on 21st June, a body was discovered in a canal in a neighboring state. It was identified as Ganta Tejeshwar. The missing persons case had now tragically escalated to a full-blown murder investigation. The true breakthrough, however, came in the early morning at the Pulluru toll plaza. Police, having tracked crucial phone signals, intercepted the very car carrying Thirumal Rao and his 3 hired killers as they attempted their desperate escape. Their palpable nervousness during the routine stop quickly aroused suspicion, and their carefully rehearsed story crumbled under questioning. They confessed to the brutal murder. Their confessions triggered a rapid series of arrests. Tejeshwar's wife, Aishwarya, was apprehended in Garhwal. Her mother, Sujata, was arrested in Kurnool for her shocking complicity in the conspiracy. Even Thirumal Rao's father, Tiruptaya, a retired police constable, was taken into custody for helping his son evade capture after the murder. In total, 8 individuals were arrested in connection with the crime. Police seized the car used, 2 machetes, a knife, significant cash, multiple phones, and the chilling GPS tracker that had sealed Tejeshwar's fate. The case of Ganta Tejeshwar stands as a horrifying reminder of how greed, deceit, and profound betrayal can utterly destroy lives. A man who dedicated his life to drawing clear lines was brutally murdered by the very people who should have been closest to him. This was not a crime of passion, but a cold, calculated execution, involving 2 families, a twisted love affair, and a ruthless team of hired killers. Justice for Ganta Tejeshwar is now in the hands of the courts. This story forces us to confront the darkest parts of human nature, where the sacred bonds of marriage and family can be twisted into tools for murder. It is a stark warning that sometimes, the greatest danger doesn't come from strangers, but from the people we trust the most. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please like this video, comment the true crime case you've heard and can never forget, and you can also suggest I cover it. Thank you.